Hey everybody, just about the time I started to hit the live button, I had a light go out. So I had to, because the lighting is really kind of not that good in here. But I need all the light I can get, so, and I want to make sure that I am in the right place. But tonight we are going to be doing an ombre finish, and let me get this turned down. Yes, I am. Okay, that's what I needed to know. And I can't see any of y'all's comments, so if y'all have any questions, just be sure and ask, and Miss Lillian and them are in here to answer any of your questions. Okay, like I said, a light bulb went out, so it's like, okay, now I'm mad dash running to get one. So, but y'all, I am Renee Holder of 2Chatty Chicks, and I'm glad y'all are here. And if y'all are watching live, put in hashtag live, and if you're watching on a replay, just put in hashtag replay. And we'd really appreciate it if you like and share. And if you do, be sure and leave in the comments that you shared, so that you'll be put into a drawing for an 8 ounce of Miss Lillian's original no wax chalk paint. 8 ounce, and you get to pick the color. So I've got several different things going on, and I have all of this covered up for a reason. Normally I start something for the lives, and then I finish up afterwards. So I kind of tried to do this one a little different. I've finished all of this, and so I know how I am. I kind of sling stuff, so I covered it up because I didn't want to mess it up. But I wanted to have something finished so that we could have a reveal and y'all could see pretty much the complete finish. But what I've done is, first I done my prep work. I lightly sanded with 220, rinsed it off, or not rinsed it off, but I sprayed it with 50-50 vinegar and water, wiped that down, and then I came back in with Miss Lillian's first step and used a green scrubby on that, and then I took a clean rag and wiped all that off. And then I came in with the gray swamp mud, and I applied it with a chip brush, and I want to show you kind of what I was working towards. And I did get the effect. I hope that y'all will be able to see the effect I was going for. But this is the swamp mud. So for dry time, and y'all, I hate the lighting, but there is not anything I can do about that. It got a little bit cloudy on me here at the last minute, so we will make do. I went in a linear with the swamp mud, and I only put one coat, and I didn't care about the lines. I wanted that, and I didn't sand it after I applied it. All I did was take a white rag, it's kind of one of the rough ones, you know, and I just did just like that. And you know what, it's just as smooth as it can be. And because the ombre is going to be going this way, and I'm starting with onyx on the bottom, then I'm going to be doing seaside gray, and then I'm going to be doing silver lining. And all these colors are listed up at the top in the description. And it's going to be the onyx, seaside gray, and then the silver lining. And I kind of was going for a stormy effect, so this kind of gives the effect that there's rain behind the finish. So, but first, I left a spot over here so that I could apply the onyx, because I had changed my mind. I was going to use watermark silk on this part, and whenever I got the onyx on here, the drawer finished, and then the ombre finish, it was just gorgeous. So I thought, well, I'm just going to leave this in the onyx, because y'all, this literally looks like silk. I wish that y'all could see it the way that I can. But you know, sometimes people, if they don't see you apply something, they kind of wonder, well, you know, did they really do that to get that silky look? And so all I did is the swamp mud and the gray. And y'all, I am loving these boar brushes. I haven't used a chip brush since I got one, except for to put the swamp mud on. And y'all can see I am not using that much paint. And what you can do, because the grooves and stuff, is this is just a misting bottle. And I like that because it lets you just mist it. And it helps to get that paint in those cracks. And the top, I haven't quite decided. That is the one thing that I have not finished, but y'all can't see that anyway. I really just wanted y'all to see this. But I did want to apply the onyx. And y'all, that is literally like silk. So that's what made me decide to leave it just like that. And I'm going to try and scoot y'all up to where you can see. Isn't that just gorgeous? And there's no top coat on that. That is nothing but onyx. So let me set y'all back over here and get y'all positioned to where you can see. And I think I need to let that down just a hair. Okay, because I really want y'all to see the complete step process of this. And I have 3 brushes, and I'm using one with the onyx, and then I'm using one that I'm using the seaside gray and the silver lining. And then I have one that's dry that I kind of go back and blend with, and I'll show y'all that in just a minute. And again, I'm not using a whole lot. And that does help to get that in those cracks. And y'all, I don't know what I done. Here it is. A screwdriver. If y'all can see, I do tape around. The first one I did, no matter what I did, it got on the inside, and I didn't want it to be messy, and it didn't take no time to tape that inside. So and I kind of know about how high up I'm going to go with the onyx. And then I'm going to come in with the seaside gray. And I'm going ahead and getting my outer edges first. And y'all, this is just a finish that you have to decide where you want it to go and where you want it to stop. And I'm not using a lot of water. And then I'm going to come down into the onyx. And then I'm coming back up. And then I'm coming back with the brush that I used, the onyx. see why I covered all this up. But I really wanted that stormy look. See, and I'm kind of bringing up just a little bit. And then I'm coming back with the other. I keep changing my brushes right there. And I'm going back to my black. And again, it's just depending on what you're going for and how much of a blend you want. Okay, now I'm going to come, and I'm using the same brush that I used with the Seaside Gray, and I'm getting the silver lining. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in the cracks. And I covered up my hinges too because I wanted them to stay black. And y'all, I'm not using a lot of paint. And I'm just doing one coat because, like I said, I wanted the swamp mud underneath because I can see the linear and it really kind of looks rain in behind. I really hate that y'all are having that glare. I'm afraid if I don't have that, y'all won't be able to see. You know, there are so many different techniques. Kim, in our stockist group, if you look on Miss Lillian's page, she has done a great tutorial on blending in a completely different way, and I just think it's so pretty. But I think that's what's so cool is everybody has a different process. And see, now I'm taking the dry one, hoping that y'all can see that. Let me turn this light just a little bit. I don't know that that's better or not. If it had just stayed the sun shining and the clouds not come in, and we wouldn't have had any problem. See, I'm just taking the dry one, and if I feel that it's getting too much on there, I'll just take a rag and wipe it off. Well, that paper wants to get, but that is just about to get where I want it. And you know what? I may even come and drag just the edge. Well, now the sun is going to shine. And y'all be sure and let us know where you're from. And if you like and share, be sure and let them know so that you can be put in the drawing for the 8-ounce Miss Lillian Snow Wax chalk paint. Let us know where you're from too. And if you ever get a hair, just take the edge of your brush and flick it up. It works great. Okay, now I'm going to use my dry brush. I'm going to come in, and what that's going to do is it kind of blends it all together. And two, once it's dry, if you see a spot that you don't particularly like, you can always come back and work it. Okay. And I will have some good shots of this tomorrow with good lighting. And all I'm doing is I'm just going back at the bottom and I'm just kind of working that up just a little bit. Now I'm taking my dry brush and I'm just going to kind of blend that in. Now right here I got just a little bit too much water, so I'm just going to dab that right there and see it just blended it right out. And y'all, this is almost already dry. So, I see a little bit right there. I need to work on just a tad. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, y'all, that is how easy that is. I mean, it's just exactly the way that I wanted. Now, I am going to show y'all what I did to the drawer. And I am going to set this over here. And what I did, I might have to hold this light. Let me just go ahead and show you the door, or drawer. This is the drawer. Okay, and that is Texture Magic, and I mixed it, and in this cup for one drawer, Texture Magic is a white powder. And what I did, because I wanted it to be gray, even though I was covering it up, I didn't want it to be white. So I kind of wanted a color close to the gray swamp mud. So I used steel. And this is, I think, 4 teaspoons of powder. And then I'm just going to pour, I got to get the lid off. Okay, I'm just going to pour paint in the Texture Magic. And then you just stir it up really well. And again, if y'all have any questions, be sure and ask, because Miss Lillian is here to answer all your questions. Share and like. We appreciate that. And again, I'm Renee of 2Chatty Chicks, and would love it if y'all would hop over and like my page. And I'm going to mix this up. It's kind of like cake batter this time. Sometimes I get it a little thinner. But as you can see, I'm just mixing that up really good. Okay, let me raise y'all up, and then I will turn y'all down where you can see while I'm putting it on the drawer. Let me turn y'all around this way. All right, we'll try it this way anyway. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I had lost y'all for a minute. Something went wrong with the phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and I'm going to spread this all across the top. Doesn't have to be thick. And again, y'all, I do apologize for the lighting in here, but I'm just going to be using a foil roller, and I used to use these whenever I was a finisher. See if I can scrape the rest of that out of there. But you can see I do not have that thick, just enough to cover. Okay, and then I'm just going to wipe my edges. All right. Okay, and I am just going to take my roller and I'm going to roll it across. Doesn't have to be any certain way. And y'all, then I'm just going to dump it. That is fine right there. And you can see how it lifted, and I wanted that because that's how I got the textured look on the one that y'all saw finished. So I will let this completely dry, and whenever it's dry, I'll use my orbital sander with 220 grit sandpaper, and I'll sand that down. All right, let me set this over here. Okay, and I'm going to take that off. And this is the second one that I had done. And I'm going to use watermark silk. And I'm going to push that in right there, that one. All right. And you know, y'all all know how much I love tobacco gel stain. And I was going to put tobacco gel stain, and I thought that metallic is absolutely beautiful. So I have decided I'm leaving it with the watermark silk, and I'm not going to do the tobacco gel stain. And I can't believe I forgot to dust that out, but I sure did. And to think I had dusted today. And you know, this only takes one coat. I didn't have to put 2 coats on or anything. And see, if I hadn't have put that on there, I would have messed up my door that I had finished. And my handles were kind of a bronzy look, so I took those and I used a primer spray on them and made them black. And I'll show y'all in just a minute. I used Miss Lillian's Gilding Jewels on the handles. And I thought they were really, really pretty. So I'm going to take this out because I want to push the door in. Okay, I'm going to push that in because this part here, I want it in the watermark silk. And Miss Lillian has got an extender to use with the metallics on furniture, but I'm not going to use it for this. I didn't see any need. But a tip, whenever you are applying metallic paints, it's always a good practice to go in one direction. And the extender is wonderful, y'all, for doing large pieces. But see how nice and smooth that is? That is just so pretty. And I'm going to put a mold here. once that's dry. And let me, okay, I've got the gilding jewels, and I will reveal all of this in just a second because I really want y'all to see that. But on my handles, you can see I just did them in black, and then I used Miss Lillian's silver gilding jewels. I gotta back y'all up just a little bit. Okay, look at the difference that makes. I hope that I'm not too close. Isn't that pretty? It just makes such a difference. And y'all be sure, and if you have any questions, Miss Selena's here, and we love if you share and like. All right, I am going to scoot you back. I do hope that y'all can see just how pretty that is. That door is really wanting to give me fits. Let me move my chair. Okay, I do hope that y'all can see the effect. I know that it's really dark on the bottom, but it's not that dark in reality. But I will take pictures tomorrow with the light. Let me see. I'm going to let y'all down and see if that will change. If that will help. I'm going to scoot y'all up so that y'all can see maybe what I was talking about with the rain effect. Like right here, you can see the linear here, and at a distance it really does look like rain back in behind the storm clouds. But y'all, this is only one coat. And also, oh, I almost forgot. See the gilding jewels down here on the bottom? Isn't that pretty? I've got to finish that over there. And then I'm going to put some of the watermark silk here, and then on this end down here, and she will be finished. But I wanted y'all to see the ombre finish on all three of the doors. And I hope that y'all have enjoyed. I do appreciate y'all stopping in, and would appreciate any shares and likes. And if you would, hop over and at 2Chatty Chicks and give me a like. And Miss Lillian, I believe we are at the end. So we will get a winner, and you will get a 8 ounce of Miss Lillian's original no wax chalk paint. And I believe you get to pick your color. So thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, they will pick a winner and they will post it in the comments in just a moment. So again, let me back up one last time and see if y'all can see the effect at a distance. So but it's just a little shadowy. It's really not that dark, but I will do my utmost to get a fantastic picture tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all stopping in, and we'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.